much. All right, guys. So today we'll start on how to master your email marketing strategy. Okay, so today's meeting purpose is we are just going to understand the fundamentals. Okay, I'll show you some email templates, and then in a later sessions I'll tell you how to use Mailchimp, how to use Drip in a very practical way. Okay, so today we will understand the concepts of email marketing as such. All right. So when you're starting your email marketing strategy, right, you need to have a very clearly defined strategy, okay, in place where you actually know how are you going to reach your goals. So this is very important, right? Now, once you have your clear defined strategy, so what needs to be kept in mind? What tools you are going to use? Okay, so there are three tools to help you understand the effective inbound email marketing strategy. So what are those basically, guys? First is it's called as the significance of market segmentation. Okay, so I'll tell you what is market segmentation. Then the tremendous power of personalization. Okay, so personalization means what you're going to personalize your emails. Okay, and next is the impact of data driven analysis. Okay, so we will try to understand the concept, because once you understand this concept, then you can draft your emails very nicely. Because end of the day, when you are using email marketing in your campaign style, end of the day, your open rate should always be on the higher end. If your open rate is pretty high, automatically your conversions will improve. This is something very important. So just looking at this presentation deck, this will not help. So I request you guys, please make notes, and I'm going to update the shift tomorrow and make sure everybody does the practicals. Okay. So understand the fundamental concepts. Now, if you're doing segmentation, right? So basically what you are supposed to do, you have to divide your email subscribers in very small segments. Okay. Based on the strategic set of criteria that you have actually determined. Okay. The things could be like location or purchase history or even activity on a website. That would work great. So guys, you have to understand now what is segmentation. Okay. Basically, segmentation means what? You have to divide your email subscriber into small segments. So let me give an example for you. Okay. So for example, we have a chiropractor doctor in the US. Okay. So we define the segmentation for those particular people. For example, all those market segments, okay, who has a problem of back pain, neck pain, these type of patients are going to visit the chiropractor doctor. So this is the example of segmentation. So you basically need to know who is the target audience who is actually going to give you more business, and from which target audience you are actually going to get more conversions. Okay, this is one example. Second example, you can say take a school bus tracking system. Okay, I think Fleetwood is manufacturing school bus tracking system as such, right? So what happens is we know, okay, now who is going to buy school bus tracking system? All schools. Okay, then location will define. Okay, now all schools based out in Dubai, they are going to buy school bus tracking system. So this way, to understand who is going to be a target audience, and based on your target audience, then you are going to segment your email subscribers. Basically, okay, you are going to divide your email subscribers into very small segments. Okay, so you have to define your location when you're doing market segmentation. Plus, you have to define the purchase history. For example, have they visited you in the past? Have they taken up your services? Okay, or have they come to your website, fill up a form? Okay, so these things needs to be taken into consideration. I hope this is clear. Okay, now once you have been defining your email marketing strategy, what are the key important components which needs to be kept in mind? As I rightly specified, one is location, okay, then purchase history and website activity. Location, my customer is from which location? Let's say, for example, my patients are from Los Angeles. Yes, then this is my location. Purchase history, okay, since how long they have taken my services, since how long they have visited a wellness center. So this is called as purchase history. Now website activity, how many times the user have visited my landing page and how many times they have filled up the form and they have done any kind of activity on the landing page. So this needs to be kept in mind, right? So this is called as location, purchase history, and website activity, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next step. Now, basically, we need to understand what is the role of segmentation. Segmentation will actually allow you to send the right message to the right person at the right time. Okay, so you have to create an inbound email experience and conversions. Okay, basically, this is just meant to focus on the context of a message and the content you deliver. Okay, guys, basically, you need to understand the segmentation will actually allow you to send the right message at the right person at the right time. Okay, so you need to understand this process. Okay, now we will come back to the next point. The Data and Marketing Association has personally specified that 77% of the email marketing ROI, okay, important point to be noted, that comes from segmented, targeted, and triggered campaigns. So, guys, this is something very important here. Now, if you want to have higher return on investment from your email marketing campaign, the first thing is you need to know how to segment your target audience, right? So basically, first thing is it's pretty simple business logic. If what type of services you are selling, list down the services. Second, list down who is going to be a target customer. Third, list down your target customer is going to be from which location. Based on this data, then you are going to divide your audience. You're going to start segmenting your audience, okay, into minute segments. Basically, if you have this data about your target customers, okay, based on the purchase history, based on the website activity, based on the location, okay, then you actually have to draft the main tagline. Okay, that's called segmentation. How are you going to segment your target audience? With the right message, okay, with the right person at the right time. So how are you going to decide the timing? That needs to be discussed, right? Okay, so for example, let's say you are into a healthcare industry. Okay, now I have a severe back pain. Okay, let's say, and I need a chiropractor urgently. Okay, you have to create an urgency in your message. Okay, get immediate relief from your back pain by visiting a health and wellness center in Los Angeles. So that kind of messages you need to draft. Okay, I hope this is clear. Right message, right person, at right time. So right time is you have to create an urgency. Okay, and right person means who is your target customer, and right message. So this is a part of creativity, right? So if you want success from your email marketing campaigns, your emails template has to be rocking. Your content of email should be amazingly well. Most of the time when you send email, guys, it goes into spam, it's not delivered because we do not personalize our emails. So if you want to personalize your emails, right, guys, basically what you have to do is you have to address your email with the first name. If you address your email with first name and if your email is short, specific, precise, and to the point, definitely your email will never ever go in the spam. And one more important point I would like to make right now, the trend is going of video emails. So, for example, you can use a mobile phone, record a two-line video, okay, upload it on the YouTube platform. Then once you upload it, do not make the video public. Keep it in the private mode, okay. Just embed that video in the email. That becomes a video email. Your video email will have higher open rate. And that will give you good conversions, guys. So you just need to try this out. Okay, so we will do the practicals in the next sessions. Okay, I hope this is clear. Yeah. Now, if you want to master your email marketing strategy, what are the next pointers that needs to be discussed? You have to bring your context and your content together. What will happen is bringing context and content together will actually help you to write the finest emails. Okay, and this will help to make sure that they connect with your audience. Okay, so guys, so this is again a part of creativity. Okay, understand context and content. Okay, these are the two components to write the finest email. Okay, so whoever are content writers, they will understand this point much better. Okay, so what is the context of the business, on in what context you're going to write, and what is the quality of content you're going to deliver in your emails. That will actually help you to improve the conversions, right? Okay, all right, guys. Now
Got it.
you have to understand how do we get started with the segmentation. Okay, what are the core concepts of segmentation? When you're doing segmentation, first you have to understand from the buyer's journey. Okay, now if I am a buyer, right, so what is the journey of a buyer? Initially, buyer is in the awareness stage, then he is in the consideration stage, then he is in the decision stage. Okay, so we do a lot of brand awareness campaigns, we do lead gen campaigns, and we do sales conversion campaign, right? Okay, so initially when buyer is aware about your brand, then what happens is he will consider your product. Once he start considering your product, then he will come to the decision. Okay, hey, look, now I'm aware about the product, I have considered, now I'm going to make a final decision and I'm going to buy this product. Okay, so this is the buyer's journey, right? Okay, now
Okay, got it.
one important thing we need to keep in mind, what are the important concepts when it comes to email marketing strategies? First thing is called as buyer's persona. Okay, you need to keep buyer's persona in mind while drafting emails. Okay, second is buyer's journey. As we already discussed the above point in the previous slides, that you need to send the right message, the right email to the right person. Okay, so this is a part of your buyer's journey. Always keep this in mind. I'm repeating this point again: right message, right person at the right time in the right email. If you follow this strategy, okay, so then your buyer's journey will be simplified, right? Now we are going to understand the specification of buyer's persona. So now, what are the key components in the buyer persona when you are actually creating your email marketing strategy? Okay, the semi-fictional representation. Okay, understand this point. So the semi-fictional representation of your ideal customer, which is based on your real data. Okay, and then you have to select the educated speculation about customer demographics, behavior patterns, okay, motivation and goals, right? So basically, you need to understand the key components, right? So basically, once you are creating an email marketing strategy, you have to understand your customer demographics. So what is the behavior pattern of your customer? Then you have to understand the motivation and goals of your customers. So these key components you have to keep in mind while you are drafting the email. Okay. So there are a lot of components which needs to be considered. So always understand what is the behavior pattern of my customer, what motivation and goals you're going to consider, what motivates my customer to buy the product. So you need to understand the motivation, then you need to understand the pain point of your target customer as well. So these components is a part of buyer's journey. Okay, now one more thing is the buyer's journey is the active research process. Okay, someone goes through leading up to purchase. So end of the day, what should be the core objective of your email marketing campaign, right? You have to take your target audience to the buyer's journey. Okay, then he will actually lead you to purchase, right? Okay, guys, I hope this is clear. Yeah.
Yeah, it is clear.
Now, guys, this is something important. See, we are understanding this concept so that you understand how to draft emails so that you start getting good responses. Okay. See, I will give you templates of emails as well. Okay. The second pillar is called as personalization. How are you going to personalize your emails? Customers nowadays, they expect personalization in all marketing they get from modern companies. So guys, you write, whenever you draft emails, you write, hello, sir, this is ABC from XYZ company. Hello, ma'am. You should not write this. You should always address your emails with the first name. Okay. So this is a kind of personalization. Any email which is personalized by your first name, that will get you good responses. Okay. So see now you might be wondering, email marketing conversion ratio is not that great as compared to Google campaigns, Facebook campaigns, YouTube campaigns. Now you need to understand basically, see, there are three categories of leads, right? One is called cold lead, one is warm lead, and one is hot lead, right? So ideally, you should not do your email marketing campaign for cold leads. Okay. So any leads which you're getting from an inbound marketing campaign. Now, what is inbound marketing campaign? Is basically you're doing a lead gen campaign. Now you have to follow up with the mails. So, okay. So you can set up follow-up sequences in your email marketing strategy, basically. Okay. Okay. Because what happens is ideally when customer fills up a form, he'll not be converted rightly, right? Because when the ticket size is on the higher side, ideally it will take 10 follow-ups with one conversion. Okay. See, there are two type of campaigns you do. If a customer or average order value is in crores, definitely you will take a lot of follow-ups. So basically what you have to do is you have to actually strategize your process while you're following up with your target customers. I hope this is clear. Yeah. So these things needs to be kept in mind. Okay. So basically in emails, personalization when you're doing, so what you're supposed to do is you actually have to use your subscriber data to make your email fill customized for your subscribers. Okay, making it more intimate and relevant. So guys, when you're drafting emails, okay, you have to write emails in such a way as good like you are having a very intimate relationship with your target audience. So your emails should be that personalized. So you have to stay connected with your words. So drafting emails is also a part of creative writing, guys. So any digital marketer has to be a good copywriter. So guys, you have to practice a lot to draft emails basically. Okay. So if you understand this process and follow these principles by drafting emails, definitely your conversion ratio will increase. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we will understand what are the key concepts in personalization. Okay. Personalization is so much more than adding the first name of recipient to your email. Okay. So you have to add the first name. Okay. So basically, what is the core objective of personalization? It is about creating a contextualized and individual experience. While there are many channels that will allow you to do this and much more. Okay. So basically, email is such a channel that will continue to offer so much room for creativity and experimentation and develop that high quality personalized experience, guys. Okay. Yeah. So I hope this is clear. Okay. So basically you understand that email personalization is basically like a personal concierge for every person that interacts with a brand based on action that they take. Right. Okay. So now there's one more concept in email marketing, guys. I will give you the templates. That's called a behavioral email. Okay, that's called a behavioral email. What is behavioral email? It's basically the practice of sending automated targeted emails to your contacts based on the historical interactions they had with the company across channels. So this is a new concept when it comes to email marketing, behavioral emails. So basically, you have to send automated targeted emails to all your professional contacts on whatever historical interactions you had based on the previous interaction you had with your company across different channels. Okay. So when you are sending behavioral emails, okay, so you are actually creating a highly personalized experience for your contacts, guys. Okay. Okay. Now I'll give you some examples like OpenTable is using behavioral email strategy, guys. Okay. So they make it pretty simple. Okay. For reservations online, right? Then you also need to remember your favorite restaurant, right? And they actually help you to discover new ones based on the user reviews and your past reservations. Okay, guys? Yeah. And one more important thing is Spotify. Spotify send a lot of behavioral emails. Okay. So now I'll show you what templates you can use, guys. I'm going to share this templates with you. These are 25 proven sales email templates. Okay. So you can use this templates, okay, while you're doing email outreach, right? Okay. So let me share some few examples with you guys. Okay. So this is, for example, see, this is first touch best practice. Okay. So what is the scenario? Your prospect emails you back with the tons of questions. So this is a contributor, for example. Okay. So now I'll scroll down. You can read this document later on after the session as such. See, for example, I just created this template. Hi, Mary. It's very nice to hear from you. Thank you very much for thinking of us. I appreciate the questions. There are a couple of possible answers to your question. I want to be sure I'm giving you accurate information. Would you mind if we spend just 10 minutes over the phone? So this is a short, precise reply you guys have to give, right? So for example, if you're getting questions from your prospects, correct? For example, you want to say congrats on the new role, for example, in your organization. So what email you're going to write? So there are ready-made templates out there, guys. So I'll share this with you. So first touch best practice. What is the scenario? You are trying to identify your prospect interest. Basically, you need to identify what is the interest of your prospects. So how are you going to draft emails to them? So there are ready-made templates out there. So now this is something very interesting. It's called as follow-up emails. So you have to understand that if you have to close the deals, you have to send follow-up emails to your clients. So these templates are there. You just use this template, do the customization, send the follow-up emails to your clients, and you're good to go, guys. I hope this is clear. Yeah. Okay, guys. Any questions? All clear?
Yeah.
So one question I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the slides you mentioned that we have to analyze their purchase history.
Mhm.
So if the client is, so if the customer that we are sending the